What's going on, everybody? Today we have a caller on the line. Hey, what's going on? Tell them who you are, where you from, and what you got going on.
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good, man? It's your man Jay Adams, man. West Coast Heavies, man, out here in California, man. What's up with everybody, man? How y'all doing? Hey, man, we out here, man, just working, man, grinding with these artists, man, every day out here. Compton, California, from Compton to Hollywood, man. GQ.shop, man, slash WCH, man, working with these artists, getting them up with their music services. Thank you, man. Music services, label
Yeah,
services, getting your EPKs right,
yeah, man.
distribution, you know.
Yeah, I definitely see you doing your thing, man. I definitely see your thing. Hey,
Oh yeah,
let's get
no
right
doubt.
into it. Did you see what happened yesterday with the Trump presidential that meeting he had in front of Congress?
Oh yeah, man. The country's in chaos, man. It's crazy, man. I saw that, man. It was wild. Never saw a
Yo,
state of the
it,
union that
it's
crazy.
like
Been
it's
on
like
too long.
real hood in there. It didn't even feel like a presidential event. It felt like some ratchet ass town meeting.
Yeah, that's what it felt like, man. It was like, is this really a State of the Union address, man? It was really kind of difficult to even watch that, man. You know what I mean? But it's like, man, is this really where the country is right now? It's kind of like, like really when I was watching it, man, I was feeling like, man, are we really on the verge of civil war?
Yo, for real,
I
like
don't
it
know.
just seems like everything's out of control now. It just seems
Yeah,
like a
man, because
lot of things are out of control now. It just seems like
right, right.
like um like the rest of the world. I don't know if it's Trump versus the Illuminati or what's going on, but it just feels like ain't nobody messing with us now because of what's going on. We're like at a full scale trade war with Canada. Out of all people, Canada. Like they don't even talk those people. But hey, listen, I feel it like we have been getting like pretty much taken advantage of financially when it comes to other parts of the world. Like we just be throwing money at anything, but we never want to throw money at nobody in America. So, I don't know, man. To me, it just feels like what Trump is doing, it's like I got a lot of mixed feelings about it. A lot of mixed feelings about it. It's like sometimes I feel like, okay, that was a good move. And then I'm like, what the heck is he doing now? Do you feel like that too sometimes?
Man, I don't have no mixed feelings, man. Anytime somebody gets divisive, man, I'm just gonna always feel different, man, because like I always tell everybody, my great grandmother was a slave. So you gotta be careful how you ask me that question. You feel me? Um, I'm gonna always have a problem when anybody asks divisive, right? Because I come from slaves. I'm a descendant of slaves, right? So I'm not descendants of immigrants, right? I'm descendants of slaves. So my people was brought here forcefully, right, from a whole other continent. So when it comes to, when I feel that I see things that's, what I'm saying, directly attacking my people, yeah, I mean, I have a problem with that because, I mean, I get along with everybody. I mean, I have business partners of every race. You know, I have Jewish business partners, I have white business partners, minority, Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? I have, I work with everybody. But when I hear, decisive, divisive speech, and I have a problem with that because America, I've studied history in college, not just high school. You know, America is no pure race. America is built up of immigrants, first and foremost. So, this country was taken from the Native Americans in part with the Mexicans and, what I mean? So, at the end of the day, man, I just I don't see no unity. So, I mean, you show me something good he's done, and we can talk about that. But I don't see anything good coming from the Heritage Foundation, and that's who's backing Trump. So I just got to keep it 100. Ain't nothing good about the Heritage Foundation. They're racist. They're racist, supremacist, fake Christians. because they don't believe in the body of Christ, right? They use Christianity to make millions of dollars. TBN are 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 heretics. They don't believe in the body of Christ. They've used the 501c, you know what I'm saying, three platform to make money.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, we all definitely got our own opinions, and that's what makes America different from a lot of parts of the world. Um, I don't, when it comes to like what I felt like he's doing good is finding out the corruption, finding out where the money is going and why the money is going to some of these weird places. Like they found like we're sending money to like weird ass countries for like the weirdest things ever. Like they're talking about that we sent money to some weird country out in Siberia for LGBTQ promotion, and that was like $15 million. So it's just like weird things like that that
Thank
is
you.
just strange to me, and that I always felt like it was going on. Like, why are we? Where's the money being spent? Like, because if you look at our national debt clock, it's like going up every second. Like, damn, they spending that much money, but my whole hood is like never getting anything, not even new streets. So where's the money going? So
But can I,
I
but
mean,
can I
I
tell
think
you
I
something, my
that
friend?
that's one thing I gotta point out that I did like from him. But another thing that I didn't like from him is how, you know, like he just starting problems with old boy Zelensky, the way he was talking to him like that. I thought that was kind of messed up. But then again,
Right.
like Zelensky got a hundred something $billion, and he over here asking for more money. Like, yo, what you want from us, fam? You know, if you can't win that war with 100 billion, then
Morning. Ice hazelnut latte, almond milk.
I don't know
Right.
what to
Only two
tell you.
shots.
You know what I mean? So it's like I kind of it's like I omni stand. I don't understand. I don't overstand. It's like my man's once said, Jay, you gotta omni stand things. It ain't about what you think is right or wrong. It ain't about what you personally feel. The world don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta like step back and like look at everybody's point of view, even though you don't agree with it. It's still good to like understand why they even doing what they doing. You know what I mean? So like
Well,
Trump don't talk for me. He don't speak for my people or anything like that. But he speak for his people. He speak for his base, and that's the problem. We never got nobody really speaking for us. You know what I'm saying? But they got somebody speaking for them racist ideology, angry white men, angry racist white men. That's who he talked for. And
yeah, yeah, and that's the problem, right? And that's what divides the country, man. Because see, you got to go back to, for me, right? I go back to um, the start of the NAACP. You know, when we had W. E. Du Bois. And, see, what people doesn't realize is the NAACP wasn't just started. That's the National Advancement, for colored people. That wasn't just started by black people. That was started by Caucasians as well. And I believe there's a division in this country that's going to come to a point. See, anytime, there's nothing wrong with you pushing your agenda, right? There's nothing wrong with you wanting what you want for your community. But you have to realize, bro, there is not a race of people, bro. Like, you still don't have to come for African Americans, bro. You don't have to come for blacks. It's like every time, what I'm saying, Trump gets in position to say something, bro. So you have to realize, so you have to look at these executive orders, right? And you have to really look. It's like I tell everybody. All I tell people is when you say what, when you say a statement like the money goes is finding, right? When you say the corruption they're finding, bro, you go to your local congressman and you show me where that money is coming back to your neighborhood, and then I'll be quiet because it's not coming back to your neighborhood, man. Like if you look at this last budget cut proposition that they put in place, It's not going back to your community, bro. Because if you not like I was reading what it costs out here in California, right? Like when I looked at the breakdown, I'm barely what considered upper middle class in California, right? Because when I looked at the breakdown, in order to be upper middle class in California, you have to be making well over 200 and something thousand a year, right? So San Francisco and California is all raising their prices. And this is what I tell everybody, right? I'm not a billionaire. So nothing Trump does is in benefit for me, period and point blank. So it doesn't matter if you're black, it doesn't matter if you're a minority, it doesn't matter if you're white, right? It doesn't understand it. 77
Uh,
dollars, I mean 77
yo,
billion that voted for him.
you sound like you breaking up pretty bad. Yeah, you
I'm in
breaking
the
up
same
really
area.
bad. You breaking up really bad. You might have to hang up and come back in. Yeah, so he's breaking up right now. He'll come back in, and we're gonna continue this discussion real quick. I just want to let everybody know this show is brought to you by GQ.shop. That's JIKU.shop and West Coast Heavies. Go check this out. I got Jay back on the line. What's up, Jay?
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, man, we
Yeah, that was
pretty
kind of crazy.
crazy.
That was like the craziest like feedback ever. But
We started going out, huh? Wow, crazy. What's up, man?
yeah. But yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying, man. We just, in order to get somebody that is going to speak for the regular common folk of America, you're going to have somebody that went through that. Trump ain't never had to go through that. He never had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, it's either food or rent. He never had to do that. He never had to cut no food stamps out of the food stamp book. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never had to get a job, apply, and get an application going. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had to do no struggling ever. The boy was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. So like in order to, so you can't really like understand him in a sense where where he can't even understand us. So it's like if you ain't never, what I'm saying, had to eat corned beef with white rice or fried eggs with white rice or hot dogs on Wonder Bread, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Then you shouldn't even be the president. Straight up. You really shouldn't even be the president. You got to go through everything. Like I feel like a real president, he should have been a common average folk that got rich, and now he understands what it is to be broke and what it is to be rich. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
you got to understand what rich people go through, and they trying to protect their assets. They don't want to get
right,
overtaxed. They don't want manufacturing to be expensive. You know what I'm saying? They don't want wholesaling to be expensive. They don't want, shipment problems or, whatever they business is, they don't want it to be difficult. And as an entrepreneur, a businessman, I understand what billionaires go through because I talk to billionaires and I understand their problems, me personally.
right,
But not everybody
right,
talks to billionaires, and I understand that. But I also talk to common folk all the time,
right,
and I understand what they going through and what we need.
right,
Like I said,
right.
Trump gonna talk for
Huh?
billionaires. He gonna
Oh
talk
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah. I'm on the live stream right now
he,
though.
def- he definitely gonna talk for billionaires. He definitely gonna talk for all of them because if he think for a second that
Right,
cutting Medicaid is a good idea, it,
right,
you
right,
know,
right.
it's not. These people out here with real heart problems. There's people out here with, what I'm saying, cancer. They can't get a job to pay for that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
They
yeah,
can't.
right, right,
Yeah, like this is what I think, and this is just what I think. I think that the United States Americans should not, like, citizens shouldn't pay any taxes at all. Zero. Any federal, any state, any sales tax, property tax, business tax, any of that. And I also believe that you should charge immigrants for coming over here. And I also believe that immigrants should pay all the taxes and we get all the benefits. We ain't asked to go to your country. You asked to come to our country. So if it was
Right.
if it was different, if the tables was turned and we was dying to go to Mexico, I'm sure Mexico
Mhm.
gonna pick the best Americans to go in there. So it's like you gotta understand conservative views and you gotta understand liberal views in order to have a balanced country.
Yeah. And I agree with that, man. And that's what I don't see, man. I don't see the balance. Like
Nope.
we both, man. You know, like when I look at the fact that you made a post on your Facebook not too long ago about taxes, about what we're taxed on our money, you know what I'm saying? The taxed on the goods we buy. It's like we're taxed so much, man. And when I think about that, man, like when I think about the billionaires that I know, right? The billionaires and the millionaires. So when I look at the bottom line of a CEO of a company is the CEO of a company, their bottom line is for that entire corporation. That's what they're put in place for. When I look at the president of the United States, they're not put in just for a certain part of the country. But we all know that presidents are put in place. Basically, in my opinion, man, a president is in line to take care of the common interests of the individuals that put him in power. That's basically what happens. I mean, that's not what's supposed to happen, but that's what's happening. And right now, that's especially what's happening, man. And you know, it's just not right. And just for me, as long as that's what's continuing to happen, this country's gonna keep being divided, and I'm gonna continue to feel like W.E. Du Bois. I feel a little bit like, because my thing of it is, man, is like man, look, man, I get down with everybody, man, but once you start acting like these racists that threw
Yeah.
what I'm saying, that threw our
Yeah.
babies to alligators, like when you can tell me your Puerto Rican babies was thrown to alligators.
Yeah, Jay gonna have to cut back out and come back in again. He's, I guess he had some Bluetooth problems when he was doing that, but yeah, he'll be back in. Just want to let everybody know this show was brought to you by Shop. That's JIKU.shop and West Coast Heavies. Go check us out. You already know that's JIKU.shop/WCH.
Somebody like Elon Musk
Yo,
couldn't
what's
even
up? You gonna have, hey Jay, you're gonna have to hang up and come back in because you got a lot of static.
to release a
You got a
bill
lot
to
of static,
guarantee
Jay. You're gonna have to
so
hang
somebody
up and
like
come
Musk
back in.
couldn't.
Well, anyway, I don't think he hears me. The connection's a little messed up. That's cool though. I appreciate everybody who's tapping in. Um, Gotta let y'all go. I got a lot of things to do, a lot of shows to produce, and yeah, man, you already know.